Hello and welcome. You join me, ADG, and here we are for a bit of a Assetto Corsa round 2. So I'm just going to leave it a minute or two, give people a chance to join if they want to, so do bear with me. Just be a few minutes till I actually get started properly. Good morning though, good morning. Right, so post a little link up so people can actually find it if they want to watch, and yeah, we'll get on the way. Oh, morning, Burnt Fright. You're on early. I'm always on early. I actually really enjoy racing first thing in the morning. I really think it's on the weekend I don't get a chance. Now I'm working again. Is that better? Like not very loud. So yeah, it's nice to be able to jump on and have a race in the morning. I quite like it. Right, so welcome, you join me, ADG, and we're here on Assetto Corsa to do round 2 of my career. So I actually did a bit of this last night and then messed it all up because I was a bit drunk. So I'm going to restart, do the practice session, qualifying 1, qualifying 2, which are all 5-minute sessions, and then there's 2 races, so race 1 is 20 minutes and race 2 being 20 minutes as well, because I've got it on the short season setup, so I'm not doing massively long endurance races, which I will do at some point but just not yet. So I'm just going to jump quickly onto the setup, make sure we've got the aggressive setup. That's pretty much all I've done so far on this game, yet to get into the setup side of it. So Brands Archer track that I absolutely love, and hopefully, oh, what am I doing? Actually put it on my wheel instead of my pad. So we've got a 5-minute practice session around Brands in the Bentley Continental GT3, which is a car that I've really enjoyed so far in this year, so should go quite well around Brands in it, being a track that I really like. Just try and get some heat in the brakes on this first opening lap, out lap. Get past this guy as well, he's going incredibly slowly.
Car on the right, clear on the right. Car on the right, clear on the right.
Around the outside, nice. Not a full race pace, these guys are going slow, but still quite a nice corner to do it on. So yeah, I'm just going to concentrate on a decent qualifying session, try my best and see where we are in the race, see what we can get up to. Got to back off, give myself a bit of room. Oh, loads of understeer through there, just carry too much speed into the apex, miss the apex by a mile as well, which won't help. I'm trying to be smoother on the wheel, consciously be smoother on the wheel out of the corner, so I'm quite smooth on the turning, or when I want to be anyway, but sometimes I'm a bit aggressive letting the steering unwind on the exit, so try and be as smooth. I remember Jensen Button saying years and years ago, be as smooth on the exit as the entry, which sounds really obvious, but you want to be turning in nice and slowly and then letting out of the steering nice and slowly as well, not just letting out as soon as you possibly can. So trying to work and get slightly better at this game. It's not the easiest of games. It's not too bad either though. Just takes a bit of work, like I say. Massive moment of oversteer. Just got to get used to the way it feels to be able to get used to the where you have to catch it and deal with the oversteer and understeer. That first lap, not that it was a fast one, was a 1:26.358. Definitely a lot more time in there, probably a 1:25. It's always a tricky corner. You go too deep on the brakes and you've got a tricky apex but a better exit, and then there's so many different lines you can take through there basically. Oh, I've lost the rear a little bit into there, chucked in a bit aggressively. Missed the apex. So I'm not hitting the curbs enough, not using the curbs enough at the moment. Need to be a bit more aggressive. Getting the car turned right over the curbs. Bit more like that. Keep messing up the first corner, going a little bit wide. I need to iron these little mistakes out for a decent race, I think. Last lap now this is. Going a little bit wide on the exit there, not too bad though. I don't feel like I've done a mega lap yet, still trying to get into the groove. Ooh, hee. Oh, I just not quite got it under control yet. Missing apexes left, right and centre.
Session is now over.
So that's that one finished, that's the practice finished. So we've got qualifying and two qualifying sessions and 2 races to go. Oh, I love this game. It is good fun. So let's get into quali then. No setup required really.
Go, go, go.
You have to actually be careful going out of the pits. I spun the other day, I just planted my foot fully down in first gear and I did actually spin in the pits, so just doing what I did then, coming out then. So you have actually got to be careful. It doesn't, although you've got a pit limiter and it doesn't go too fast, you can actually get the wheels spinning and lose it. So that 5-minute session, I only just ended up with a final lap there really. If I don't get round fast enough, basically I'll run out of time and only get 2 laps in to get out nice and early and get round with a reasonable first out lap, even though this guy's ridiculously slow in front. Then I get a chance to get 3 laps in, I think.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Needed to get past him. I went for a bit of a risky move, but there we go, got it done nicely. Little movements from the wheel constantly on this, and through the force feedback, constantly doing little adjustments mid-corner and on the exit. Planted my foot a bit too aggressively. Running traction control on 3, but still can lose the rear end if you're a bit too aggressive. So you've got to kind of be gentle still, even though traction control's on. Give it some respect. Not the best line I've ever done, but not too bad. A bit too close to the apex screwdriver there. Washing out a little bit wide on the apex surtees. I do love Brands. I don't know why I love it so much, but I really do. It's a good track. I like all the UK tracks. Salton Park's probably my favourite out of them all, and Donington as well. Oh, missed the apex, just managed to keep it on track by noticing it early enough to be able to just get a little bit more braking done. It's a bit of a scrappy lap if I'm honest. We'll see where we come. I'm really trying to tap this next one. Corrections again, little kicks going on all over the place. I'm trying to push, not just driving the track but trying to really get the most out of the car. Whoa. Felt like I was going wide for a second there. On the power early, it's good. This feels like a better lap. Lap time at the top's telling me so as well, nearly a second quicker than what I did last lap. Get the last corner right, and there we go. That's better, 1.2 faster.
Right on lane, the fastest step so far.
Put me in pole position. See, that's what I was on about at the beginning. If I was a little bit slower to get out of the garage, I wouldn't manage to get this last lap in. Not that it's going to be an improvement, I don't think, but still nice to have the chance. If I hadn't have got fast lapping by now, I would have been relishing in the chance of doing another lap. Feeling pretty comfortable on Brands now in this car. Feels good.
Session is now.
That was a good lap to get that as well. Felt like a very good lap, if I do say so myself. Morning GT. How's it going, Del? You alright? First that went well. Better than I expected. See if we can repeat that in qualifying 2.
Green light. Go, go, go.
One thing I need to start getting better at on this game as well is the actual start of the races. I'm not very good at the rolling start. Off golfing soon. Oh nice, off for a game of golf. I need to get one organised. Keep saying it and never doing it. Love a game of golf. Hope you're prepared, if you know what I mean, Del. Try to get past these two before getting to the last sector. So slow on the outlap, these AI cars.
Clear on the left.
And I know you're meant to take your outlap nice and steady and get the car warmed up, but they're so slow, it's ridiculous. Whoa, nearly into the back of him. Right, got to get back so I can get a decent qualifying lap in.
Clear on the left.
There we go. Accuracy as close as you like to the bollards, but didn't touch one of them. I'm so used to this track now, I could almost shut my eyes and drive it, I reckon. I probably couldn't, but you know what I mean. No, it's so well, it's ridiculous. Know exactly where to brake, how to take every corner. In pretty much any car as well, I dare say it. Oh, a little bit of kick from the rear end there. Tried to get on the power as early as possible, so it might have something to do with it. Just drop a gear, I don't even touch the brakes into there, just dab a brake, just as I turn in, but just drop a gear and roll through good. Really good corner when you get it right. Felt like a pretty good lap that. Not that I finished yet, but turning in too early into Druids there. I have to wait a little bit longer on the exit to get my foot back down. Not a perfect lap so far, but not too bad. Oh, hit the limiter in 4th. Lost a bit of time as well because of it. Oops. Let's try again. No improvement on that lap that time around. This is my last chance of an improvement where I'm in 1st anyway, so don't have to improve. I think I'll be pretty safe maybe, I don't know, could get beaten I guess. But I don't think I'll be dropping too far down. Turning in too early there. Need to wait just a little bit longer and then turn in, and then I've got a better exit straight away. I can get on the power. It's not a long straight, but cut the corner and validate my lap as well now, so that's qualifying over. That's gone better than I imagined. 1st in both qualifying sessions. I think I've got the AI set, I've said this before in the last one, but I've got the AI set a bit too easy. I don't think you can change it between rounds now I've started the championship. Oops, I need to get out of the way. Trying to make it obvious to go around me, but they're just piling up behind me instead.
Session is now over.
Right. Here we go then, race 1, 20 minutes around Brands Hatch. Starting in 1st. Got to try and bloody keep it in 1st. Potentially 2 wins on the cards here, but I doubt it. It never seems to go that smoothly. And if I do get 2 wins, I need to restart the championship really and set the AI quite a bit harder. I don't really want to be winning all the races. I know that might sound silly, but I don't.
Going double file.
It's quite good being in 1st because you can obviously decide like what kind of speed you go to the line at, so you can back everyone up or you can spread it apart quite a bit or whatever.
Green light, give me the way, kill.
It always fools me because it's not quite exactly where the line is. Oh, so I've dropped 2 positions potentially here. There we go, 1 it is. So I'm down into 2nd, at least I've got someone to chase in front, that's good. Look on the bright side.
Clear on the right.
Oh, that was a bad line, nearly got taken out then. Oh, where we go. Could have gone worse, could have gone better. isn't actually the easiest track to overtake on when you're at full speed, so we do catch this guy in front. This is going to be a well-timed move to actually get past. Oh god, oh no, straight away, I'm on the grass. Ooh, that's not what I want to be doing, obviously. Whew. Right, let's chase this guy down. No problem from the guy behind. He's miles back. Oh, took that all sorts of wrong that corner. Put my foot down way too early for the exit as well. Got an itchy knee. Slow into there, but I'd rather be slow and get it right. So the guy in front actually keeping a reasonable pace now, even though I qualified in first and it felt quite easy to get first. Not actually that easy to catch him up. I'm getting closer, but it's not like I can just fly past him easily. So it feels like I've got a little bit of a battle on my hands here. Generously taking the cones out there. Trying to take it nice and steady, get nice gap behind, so if I do have any kind of incident when I'm trying to get past, if I get past and have the chance, then I've got a bit of a gap to the guys behind to make it not too bad an incident. Oh no. No. Oh. Massive passenger. As soon as I've gone one way and then the other, where I'm at 7. As soon as I've gone one way and then the other, I'm just a passenger. I just can't catch it again. The weight transfer is too drastic to catch, like it would be in real life, I guess. Anyway, I think I picked up damage because of that. I've got damage on. Oh no! Oh, okay. Might have to restart that. Oh, I went wrong so quickly. Right. That's the one and only restart I'm allowing myself. If it all goes wrong again, then it all goes wrong, but... Oh... I'm only on lap 3, I think, so I wasn't too far into it at least. Could have been worse. Right. Try again. How nasty was that? I bet if you're actually in the car, you wouldn't do that. It'd be horrible. Gonna go second gear. Come on. I went too early. I'm terrible at the start on this game.
Clear on the left.
So back into the same position as I was before the restart at least. So it's similar. Alright, let's get in some kind of rhythm. That's the main thing for me, really. If I don't find a rhythm early, I can make so many mistakes. Again, just set this out, well, first lap, nice and steady. Try and keep with the guy in front, fill the gaps to the guy behind. Oh, no. Conduct. I'm relying on the gears to slow me down a bit too much, I think. So I need to just get that little bit of extra braking done, or hold the brakes for that little bit longer. Make sure I get to these apexes, because that's what I'm doing wrong. I'm just running it a little bit wide and picking up on the steer. Good. Too much curb. Come on. Struggling a little bit to get into the rhythm. Kind of pulling away as the guy in front now. I need to get back up to him. Jesus Christ. Keep missing the apex as soon as you do. I know that I'm almost going wide. Scary moment as soon as you miss that apex. It is a blind turn into it. I do consider it a difficult corner, but still, it's not good when you do get it wrong. Oh God. Catch you later, Dale. Have a good game, mate. Enjoy. I wish I could play with you. I'm struggling to keep with the guy in the lead. Too early on turning. Lost a bit of confidence now, I'll be honest. Made too many little mistakes that have given me a bit too much grief. The brakes give me an absolutely terrible line. I could have corrected it and made it better, but I didn't. Just follow my horrific line in. No, let's try and close this bloody gap to the guy in front. Done a 125.8 on my last lap, which is pretty quick. But it's still just pulling away that little bit, it feels. Not really paying too much attention to the delta. which I should do. That's the line, that's better. It's almost like I keep forgetting in this game, and it's that I'm not in the middle of the car, if that makes sense. I know that might sound stupid, but to actually use where I'm sat to judge the curbs better than I do at the moment. Like that looked like it went too wide, but because I was still on the curb on the right hand side, I knew that only my left hand side wheels were touching the gravel at all, if not the curb. Come on, catching slowly now. Car's feeling a bit better now. Feels like it's well and truly in the zone. Oh, saying that. That could have all gone wrong very quickly. I had to back up it. Oh, no. I've nearly done that a few times already, but that's the first time I've actually done it. You have a little bit of a correction for oversteer mid-corner on the exit, and because of that you can chuck you to the left a little bit, and if you're already out wide to the left running the wide line on the exit, then that's enough to put you off with a little kick of oversteer to correct. Anyway, we managed to get away with it, just lost time. So this is the annoying thing about certain games. How come I can qualify in pole position, and again it wasn't a perfect lap. I could have probably improved if I had loads of time to do it. But then in the race phase of the AIs is equally matched to my qualifying time, if you know what I mean. So it's really difficult to get anywhere near this guy now, whereas his qualifying time won't have been that great. So race pace and qualifying on the AI are completely mismatched in a way. Confusion. I don't know if I was called to the pits or not. I didn't pay much attention. Better pit this next lap instead. Might pull me out in traffic as well, so could be quite interesting all of a sudden. Short shifting a little bit, I need to rev out the car a little bit more. Then the Continental GT3. Really enjoy this car so far, it's good. Was I slow enough then? I think I was slow enough. I hope I didn't speed into the pits then. So annoying when you do. I think it was pretty close though. No, miles off.
Mandatory stop is not clear. Come on, go, go, go.
Come on. Come on. Because I want fully stopped. Jesus Christ. Completely ruined that. Luckily you can drive through everyone in the pits. Can I get out before this guy? Yeah, he's scared to drive through him. There's one position, get back from my terrible pit stop. Pit stops are the hardest thing in this game so far. And this bloody manual car start is really frustrating at times. Anyway, we'll gloss over that, we're in 13th. Let's see what we can do now then, I guess. I need to drive a bit better though, it's absolutely terrible at the moment. Keep missing everything. Alright, let's put my game with the driving, actually concentrate. Oh my god, that's not a good start. After saying that. So everyone's pitted as well, so I'm in 13th place. I'm not going to gain any more positions back through pit stops happening in front. So it's all to do. And I'm nowhere near the guys in front either, just to make it even worse. If I get somewhere near them, then I might have a little bit of a chance of a race at least. Driving slightly better through the opening of this lap. Let's actually use the regs to keep just basically doing it by ear rather than actually looking. I don't think I'm revving it out as much as I should do sometimes because of that. Catching these guys now in front slowly. I've got still a lot of time to catch, but I'm getting there. A couple of them up front as well, so if I do catch them I've got a chance of more than one position. Oh no, oh, I thought I got wide there, oh god. Had to balance on the throttle then to hold some kind of slide so it didn't go completely round on me. No. Oh. Oops. Press the wrong button as well. So I've got damage as well now. That's not good. These races should be quite easy. Turns out getting around on these tracks for a while in one of these cars is quite difficult. Well, it is for me anyway. chucked away the chance of catching them. Probably even harder again now to try and catch them up again because of the damage I've just picked up. Don't feel too bad. It feels a little more bumpy, I guess. Half a second down, and I don't feel like this has been too bad a lap. So that damage I think is costing me time now. Oof. Took a lot of curve that time. It's always kind of a guessing game going into the blind apex. Pressure loss to the left, right rear, left rear. I'll have to have a look in a second. The right rear. It's not been the most entertaining race. I don't think I've actually done an overtake. It's been a bit boring in that regard, but pretty interesting from the pit stop point of view. Oh no. Oh, get off that gas. No, come on. You've got to be so gentle if you do have a little moment. There's so many mistakes in this race, I'm going to have to make race 2 a good one. Oops, hitting the limiter as well. Something's just broken. I'm sure something's just broken on the car then, into that corner. Felt like it just snapped or something. Maybe not. Might just be me.
Okay, good leaders on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
Right, last lap at least, get through the misery that is race 1, or has been race 1. And just look for a better race 2 basically now. Got pole position in race 2. So hopefully do a decent job of keeping it. But yeah, not the best. My pit stop completely ruined it for me again. I'd say it's the hardest part of these races, get the pit stop right. So many little tricky bits to it to catch you out. Actually noticing quite a bit of understeer now, I don't know if it's just my driving or because I'm not driving that brilliantly, I'll be honest, but I'm not sure if it's my driving or it's actually the car, but it certainly feels like there's a bit of understeer compared to the beginning of the race. I always forget this, I always forget about this bit. Oh good, managed to save it. I always forget that you don't just let go of the wheel after you finish the race. For that very reason. Right, well, let's move on from that. Is there the fastest lap anywhere? I can't see it. No, didn't say. Right, on to race 2. Finish off my tiny bit of juice. Right.
Go in double file.
I'm trying to nail this start. I got it wrong every single time. So let's actually try and get it right. I know what I'm doing wrong, so try and rectify it for a change. Always helps, not getting overtaken straight away. Slow it right down.
Green line, let me know you go.
There we go. Oh god. Still to the right side of it. Oh, just got the racing line on him. Sticking to the inside on the apex. That was a bit scary for a moment. Only undoing though from under a bad corner into Druids. Got a little bit quiet for quite a long time, maybe 20 minutes. Don't know why, but I feel like I can drive all of a sudden again. Just felt like a struggle that first race, but I feel like I could put the car where I want it again. Maybe that damage was actually worse than I thought.
Got up in the fastest lap of the race so far.
all of the tracks on this game yet, so still in for a treat. Haven't even driven all the cars either, so kind of conserving the fun. Not playing it all at once, just coming across what I come across and racing in that for a little bit and then jumping into something else. And obviously I'll go through quite a few tracks in this career mode now, but I think I've only raced on about 4 of the tracks so far.
Fastest lap of the race. Great job there.
See if I can make him say that every single lap, that'd be good. I love that corner when you get it right on the entry, you can fly through it. Really rewarding corner in a way, feels awesome. Oh, nearly lost on the brakes then. No fastest lap though, it's good. Sliders are turning a bit too sharply. I've actually done a lap record every time now. Don't think I'll be able to keep it going for 20 minutes, but I've impressed myself with that one. Still up on this lap as well. Oh, it's not the line. Yes, I've done it again. Oh, no, nearly. Oh, not quite, I don't think. I think it was pretty much the same lap time. Let's see. Oh no, I didn't do it. No, my first. We're very close to that.
Pit window's open.
The pit window is open. I'm going to come in this first lap and bloody hope for the best. Way too early, that's a corner cut. Whew. Don't know how you can do so many good laps and then get it so wrong. But there you go, that's me. Oh, it's just made me speed in the pit lane. I've just been disqualified, I think. Oh, I've got some kind of penalty. Oh, for God's sake. Pretty sure I've completely ruined this pit stop. Don't be ruined, don't disqualify me, don't disqualify me. Don't disqualify me, please. I need to be able to start the car here as well. This is harvested as well.
Stop and start clear. Come on, let's go.
God's sake, how many times can you get the wrong side of the ignition button? Right, well, I'm well and truly back in the race again. I'm ruined 2 races in a row now with pit stops.
We've been given a stop and go penalty.
Yeah, and I've ruined it with stop and go as well, so I've completely ruined this one as well. Oh my God, you think I'd learn and it'd be easy, but it isn't. Confusing as hell, I can't hear anything either, which would help. My car feels horrible now as well. What the hell? Felt completely weird into there then. Well, this game is getting slightly frustrating. I might have to do races that don't involve pit stops. It's bloody so annoying. Doing decent driving for quite a long time and then it all being ruined by a little moment in the pits where you can't frigging hear what's going on. I could do with knowing how to. I'm just going to have to put the manual, the automatic start on. My wheel feels different all of a sudden. It feels like I've got a massive I've got a loose wheel or something. It's really jerking away, vibrating away. It's weird. Feels like I've actually got a wheel not loose or something. Right, going to first. Pit limiter. Stop and go, so I've actually got to stop as well. 30 seconds, right, well that's me coming at the back. And I've got to start my car again. So if I press it now, that's on, that should be on, ready to start. Oh dear. definitely a different feeling in the wheel when I turn right to what it was before the pit stop. So it's a different setup or something. It's not so much to the left, it's to the right for some reason. Behind, so I haven't even had a chance to look. It's so bumpy turning to the right, I don't know what's wrong with it. It's strange. Makes it a lot more difficult as well. A bit more unpredictable than it normally is. Oh no, it's all going wrong now. I feel like the pit stop have done some damage to my car. I can't turn right. These races are really boring at the moment. I'm either pole position driving round on my own at the front, then after my pit stop I end up dropping right back and driving round on my own at the back. I never really actually get involved in the race with anyone, which is kind of annoying because it's a bit that I love. This is a real battle with dealing with this steering now. Either my wheel's broken and something's wrong with it, or I've got some damage or something. Not a lot to say now really, just finish off this race and I'm guessing I'm going to finish at the back. So yeah, it's frustrating is this game. Do really enjoy the driving on it, but the like I've already said, the pit stops are really frustrating for obvious reasons. How's it going, Lucky Bucky? Morning, morning. Look at this, I can't turn right, it's so annoying. Just does not want to turn in on the right-handers because of this damage or whatever it is I did in a pit stop. Seems to have ruined my car. struggling and having to lift off too much through the right-handers. Second down on my fastest lap as well, so definitely something wrong. I have to say, my wheel doing a brilliant job of actually kind of telling me the difference between the right and left front tyres. You can really feel the difference in the way that it's moving almost. Bit wide into 30s. Different technique going on out of the left corner now, because it's weird steering through the right hand corners and the bumpiness of it. I feel like I'm driving quite well, so I've got damage and I'm right at the back, but yeah, no reward for it. Touch the grass on the brakes. But there's one left now. Nope. And this is the last lap.
Neither was finished, guys.
So, to summarise race 1, not too bad, but I had a restart after completely messing it up. About 3 laps in on the first attempt, and then on attempt number 2 I was doing quite well, following second place for a long time, in second place following the leader for a long time, and then ruined it all with a pit stop. Surprise, surprise. Came out in 13th place and then never quite got the rhythm going again to catch anyone in front. And then this race has just been a disaster again in the pits. And I've lost it all basically down to 2 pit stops. So I'm going to have a look at the settings and see what I can do and make it easier for myself in the pits. Anyway, that finishes that one, so third rough road. I've done it again.
Bring it back to the pits.
Keep doing that, letting go as we go over the line. Don't know why I do it, but so yeah, that's pretty much it. two races, a 13th in race 1 and a 16th in race 2, when I qualified in pole position for both of them, so those damn pit stops. Phew. Need to practice just going into pits all the time, more than the actual tracks. Anyway, I'm going to do a little extra thing on the side, just for another 10 minutes or so. Continue. So I'll save those terrible results. I'm just going to jump in on one of the online time trials and have a couple of laps, see how it goes. Drive a car that I probably haven't driven as well, possibly in the wet maybe, I don't know. I'm not going to do that. So these special events. So these are like online time trial events in a way. So I've had a go at that. Let's have a go. Let's have another go at this. So at the moment I got a. Oh, you have to do what? Alright, at the moment I'm in 3,178th position on this, with my first laps around Spa in this car, which were about 2 weeks ago as well. Session length 25 minutes. Hot stint. Oh, so it's. Oh, you have to do 25 minutes, do you?
Alright mate, this session is about consistency. Try to
Gonna
be
do a
fast,
few
but
laps
don't
at
push it too
Spa.
much
Let's
over
see how we go. Shall we go straight for the aggressive setup? Yeah. Probably won't help me, but here we go. So let's have a go. Pit stops are they? Well, they're just a bit. Yeah, they are really hard. It's not hard. It's all the little things. It's unless. So there's there's a fair few things I suppose I haven't actually spoken about it properly. When you go into the pits, if you're still in second gear, when you go over the pit entry line, which you need to slow down for manually, it doesn't slow you down like because I've got the pit limiter on basically on automatic, but I've still got to slow down for the entrance to the pit, so the line. And then if you're not in first gear, your pit limiter doesn't work, so if you're in second gear you don't actually notice, and you go down slow enough and then put your foot down when you realise you've gone over the line and your pit limiter should be on. If you're in second gear you'll end up speeding in the pit lane, so that gives you a penalty. So that's one thing straight away that can catch you out. Then you've actually got to stop manually at your box, turn off your engine, so and then it like moves you, so you kind of you are trying to be as accurate as possible with the way you stop, so it doesn't take as long to move you if you miss, kind of thing. And then you've got to, in my case, because I've got the manual start on, you've got to restart the engine, which is the trickiest bit, because you need to be in neutral, but for some reason it starts you in first, and then you have to be stopped, which I found out because I was rolling a little bit and it wouldn't start. And then you've got to have anyway, just don't use the manual start. It's good fun to start with, but it's an absolute nuisance in the pits. So there's those, and then unless you've got the pit limiter on automatic, then you could get caught speeding on the exit of the pits as well. So there's like a whole minefield of things, and then no idea what actually comes up on that menu. I haven't even considered playing around with any of that, because there's that much to think about and worry about. So yeah, it's just really easy to make a mistake, whereas driving the laps you can do. That's the easy bit almost.
Stay away from curbs.
Anyway, hopefully my tyres don't stay cold for too long, because they've gone really, really cold once I've been waffling on. So that's why the pit stops are so hard. It's not automatic, it's all kind of manual, and there's a lot of little things to get wrong. It's one of those things once you get well and truly used to it. I still haven't played that much of this game, so once you get well and truly used to it, I've got many hours under my belt, I'm sure it won't be a problem, but at the moment it's so frustrating. I've no idea what you've got to do in the pit stops as well. I keep changing tyres, but I don't even know if I need to. I don't know why you've got to pit almost. Jesus Christ, that went well. Going through Eau Rouge. Right, let's go back to the garage and try that again. Eau Rouge for the first time.
Consistency. Try to be fast, but don't push it over the limit.
Don't push it over the limit. Right, I missed that bit. So yeah, a couple of laps of Spa now, and then I'm going to call it a do. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching some of the better driving that I've done rather than the overtakes or anything, because, oh my god, how do you drive this Porsche? Is this the hardest car on the game to drive or something? Jesus, what? Yeah, there's just so many things to catch you out. I'm not going to go out and play about with big things. Yeah, I know, yeah, well that's it, you just got to learn it, you just got to keep on going, you don't know. When you play any game, you don't know exactly what you're doing when you first start. And even though it's racing, you think, oh, it's just another racing game, I'll be fine. There is the little nuances between the different racing titles that obviously you kind of got to learn as well. Anyway, let's see if we can get through Eau Rouge now with slightly warmer tyres. Slightly warmer is the key word though, it's not that warm. Oh, that is not fast through there. It felt like I was on the limit of grip there as well, so I don't think I could have gone on a lot faster. Try and warm these tyres up a little bit. Oh no, oh no. Well, that's one way to warm them up. Oops. Let's try again.
Alright mate, this session is about consistency. Try to be fast, but don't push it too much over the
I've read 2 of your messages and you said good morning. Right, concentration time I think, because this ain't going to happen whilst chatting away. I have to remember I'm on the left hand side now, I've just been driving right hand side, so it does make a difference for the way that you take the curbs and get close to the walls. Okay, this is hard, I can't get through a rouge in this car. My god, right, let's try carry on for the rest of the lap and ignore the fact that I can't get through a rouge. Again, this game differs from Gran Turismo Sport. You can fly through that corner, no problem whatsoever in pretty much any car on Gran Turismo. Nope, completely different kettle of fish on this. You get a little bit of too much weight transfer as you go through it and that's it, you're off. Turns out, especially in this Porsche, tricky old beast it is. Turns and then kills you. Oh my god, don't like this Porsche already. I like this in other games as well, this Porsche. Take a bit of getting used to, I suppose. They are all completely different in this game, these cars. Feel completely different. Have their own different characteristics. Morning mate. You've joined me right at the end really. Just going to finish up with a couple of laps of Spa. Catch it, catch it, catch it. Yes. Going to finish up with a couple of laps of Spa, hopefully without breaking my wrists, because this is pretty hard in the old Porsche. Oh, you missed 2 boring races anyway, so I won't worry about it. Not many overtakes going on or anything special. Why the hell would you pick this car to drive? It's so hard to drive. This is pretty accurate to the real life version of this car. If you got offered a contract you'd be thinking, are they trying to kill me? Is someone trying to kill me? Oh Jesus! It just has like a very very fine turning point where you can turn and then you go past it, then there's just kind of pivots in the middle of the car almost. Spins round like a micro machine. Oh my god. Right, let's go for another lap, even though it's more or less impossible in this. How the hell has anyone driven this? That's why I'm 3,000 whatever place. So difficult to actually get it around the track. Never mind actually get a valid lap in. Right, let's try and get a lap that beats that, and then I'll call it a do. Nice and steady, back on the power now, got it settled, that's the key to it I guess. It's a proper corner in this game. Well, that's quite an improvement, up by 17 seconds. I'm just going to go ultra slow and actually try and nail the corners, not get the... Oh, no, will not get the ultimate pace, because I don't think I can in this car. Take a lot of learning in this car, I bet. Oh, hitting the limiter. It's got a rev gauge on the dash that doesn't go up to the top, so... Oh, the rev's about 4/5 of the way. Why would you design it like that? Gentle, 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 gentle. Do not use the steering wheel, use telepathy. Gentle, 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 no sudden movements allowed. The car will not allow it. That wasn't even a sudden movement, still almost bit me. This thing's a bloody nightmare. Oh, quite rewarding for actually getting it through a corner though, and still being alive at the end of it. Yeah, if you want a real challenge, jump in the Porsche, put the aggressive setup on and hit the spar up. Not easy. Oh my god, the steering's too tight on this car.
Got some light damage on the front.
On my wheels, I've set up my wheel, I guess, for the car I'm driving the most, which is the Bentley at the moment. So I guess I need more rotation on this. In fact, before I go on to the next lap, let me just do it quickly. Let's change the rotation a little bit. So what's it at? 580, remember that. I'll put it at 700, I might have chance, no, I'll put it at 740. I might have chance of actually keeping it in a straight line and not spinning. Basically, I've got to put more steering input in to actually turn now. So I had it quite tight, which is perfect for the car that I was driving, but loosening it up a bit so I have to actually physically turn the wheel a little bit. But basically I've got a little bit more forgiveness to how harsh this car is for the steering. And it's probably a lot more realistic and I should be able to drive it. Not the perfect line, but at least it didn't skip out again. Does make a difference straight away. The rotation of your wheel makes a huge difference on games like this. I remember when I first started Simulator as well, and I thought all the wheels were like, oh, it was like 900 degrees, or they went up to like 1080, and I thought, oh, I want a 1080 one. And I have no idea why. It's good for rallying, I guess, but I don't really use it. I have it set at like 540 most of the time anyway, or 580 as it was then. So I don't use the full rotation that the wheel allows me anyway, so I don't know why I always wanted a 1080. A 900 would have been absolutely fine. Oh, still losing the rear into there. Right. When we get to the end of this lap, finish it off, it's probably still going to be an improvement on what I've done already, even with that big spin in it. Still 6 seconds ahead, 5, 4. Yeah, pretty much all I do. Thank you if you have joined me, or watch this afterwards, because obviously it's on YouTube afterwards. Feel free to go back and watch it from the start as well. And yeah, thank you very much for joining me. I'm just enjoying a bit of racing on a Saturday morning, and it's nice to have a couple of pals join me along the way and send a few messages and everything. It feels like I'm not just doing it on my own, but just don't mind doing it as well. I do quite a lot of racing on my own without doing any videos or anything of it, but can we get through? I need even more rotation on the wheel. It's still hard to get through that corner. Not actually really tried, so I haven't found out whether the online works or not yet. Right, this is my last lap, so I want to get a lap in before I go. I don't want to leave on a crap lap. So it might be a slow one, but I'm going to actually get around the track. I promise. No, I haven't tried it, so that's what I kept getting before the update though. Every time I tried to join an online game, it would go into that blue screen and chuck up an error. Nice and gentle in the Porsche now to get this round, because there's no way I could drive this aggressively. Just gentle everywhere I go basically, and I might actually get a lap in. Which is no fun for me. I hate cars like this where you've got to be really cautious with it. I prefer to be able to be aggressive and push quite hard. Oh, get round, yes. Didn't want to turn much more. Steering lock. There we go, got round eventually. Slowly does it. The rear end's wanting to go, mate. Quite the balancing act driving this Porsche. Oh, look at it go. As soon as you turn in, the rear rotates on you as well. It's like it's four-wheel steering. Right, not many corners to go. Let's get through here. Cruise it through so I actually get through. Sounds horrific, this Porsche as well. It's got a really annoying tone to it when you're at high revs. Oh, some people might like it, but it's quite harsh on the ears, I think. More in like 6th gear when they get us the turbo or whatever it might be, supercharger or something, sucking in so much air, but it makes such a noise. I'm getting into a rhythm now, so I'm doing one more lap. I've just put myself a bit higher as well. I'm not in 3,700 plates anymore, 2,530th. So there you go, one improvement. It's horrible, isn't it? Does it whines, and it's not a nice noise. If you want to play with the in-car view, it's a bit off-putting really. I wouldn't want to drive this car all the time. It just doesn't sound nice. The way you've got to drive it as well is so delicately. It's ridiculous. It's like driving, oh I don't know, a road car basically. Big snap of oversteer. And then it doesn't even want to turn in either when you do actually get through a corner. It understeers quite a lot as well. Horrible noise. I just shifted into 5th briefly. Oh, big slide. God, not playing Dirt Rally 2. Steering inputs make me feel like I'm there. Oh my god. I'm not even going fast. That's the worst thing about it. Well, the aggressive setup really isn't good for this car. Not even going fast then. They're literally just cruising through that corner to get through it, and they still ended up losing the rear end too much. So definitely a car, you really have to learn how to drive this one. There's definitely a bit of pace in it, and it'll be quite fun when you actually learn how to drive it properly, but a real one to master, because the rear end is so lively. It's so easy to make a mistake. I can't imagine being mega consistent in this car, even if I'm practicing it a lot. Just because one little moment and you've got corrections going on left, right and centre. Yeah, definitely not a starter car if you've never driven on this game. Jesus Christ, leave it alone. Right, my very last lap, and this is it. Just because that was shocking. And I want to beat 2,002. Oh, I have beaten it. 2,240 first place now. Well, that's how you go and do the first corner. I always forget the name of it. Too bad for Rouge and Radion this time. The La Source hairpin, that's it. The first corner. Love the way the window wiper vibrates a little bit with the wind speed. Little details in this game that make it really quite believable and realistic. Even though the graphics aren't amazing. Why is this car so bad? Even though the graphics aren't amazing, the detail is quite impressive, and I'm sure I've never actually played it on PC, but if I ever actually had a chance to see it or play it on PC, I'm sure I'd be blown away with the graphics on the PC version. The detail, the in-car detail and stuff like that as well, the detail of the game is amazing. And then all the tracks are actually laser scanned as well, so they're millimetre accurate to what you're actually driving in real life, the real life thing. All the bumps and everything as well, that use the telemetry off the real cars and then program that into the force feedback, so you're kind of feeling the exact same thing you would do driving the car as best they can replicate with the force feedback on your wheel that you've got. So it feels like a terrible lap, but I'm still green and I'm still getting quicker as well. What a horrible car to drive. Not my style of car whatsoever. And again, I'll repeat it, I really like this car in other games. Really, I've driven it for a full season in Gran Turismo Sport. Really enjoyed it. Did really well in it as well. But yeah, different beast altogether on this. Jesus, got to have cat-like reactions to be able to even keep on track. Oh, hit the limiter. There we go, improved again, so just above 2,000 in the end. 2,050 seconds. Anyway, that's pretty much the end of what I'm going to do today. Thank you very much for watching once again. Take care, look after yourselves. The torrential rain on PC is terrifyingly pretty. Oh yeah, oh, I've seen like videos of it and stuff, so yeah, I kind of know what I'd be in for. And I imagine, I haven't actually driven in the rain on this yet, properly, the torrential rain. So yeah, I need to actually play this game a bit more. I'll be honest, I keep playing Warzone all the time. But I need to actually get into this game and really give it some time and play everything that's on it, because I still haven't really ventured too much into it. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to pretty much wrap it up there. Thank you for joining me once again. Cheers for all the comments as well. Feel free to hit that like button if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't done so already and you fancy sticking with me for various videos. There'll be a lot of Assetto Corsa Competizione content coming out when the lobbies get up and running on the console. I'm certainly planning on doing a lot more content when and probably quite a lot of league racing on this game when the lobbies actually get sorted out. So yeah, hopefully you'll join me for that. If not, take care, see you again soon, and bye for now.